Okay.
Hello, and welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Becca Russo, and I will be facilitating this event. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use your Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. And finally, this session is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. So now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. Up first, we have Hofstra University. Take it away.
Perfect. Good afternoon, evening, morning, everybody. My name is Kristen. I'm just going to start sharing my screen with you. Is it okay if I stop sharing your screen? Perfect.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Perfect. All right. So like I said, my name is Kristen. I'm an assistant dean of admission here at Hofstra. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the campus or have never been, we are located in Long Island, and we are about 25 miles out of New York City. So still relatively close by. Here are some attractions that are available for you guys to check out around the campus. My personal favorite is the Nassau Coliseum, which is about 30 seconds down the road. And that's actually where the New York Islanders play. So for those of you who are big hockey fans, so very exciting there. A little bit about the school. For undergraduate students, we have about a little over 6,000. So we're a medium-sized school, which means that the average class size is about 21 students. So the student to faculty ratio is 13:1. So you're in a normal average kind of class size. You're never going to get lost in the crowd anywhere, which is great because you're able to network with professors a little bit easier. We also have about 165 undergraduate programs. So there's tons of different avenues for you to check out along the way, either in regards to your major or if you want to explore. Also, diversity-wise, we have students that come from about 48 different states and 78 countries. So we have students coming from all walks of life, and it keeps things very interesting and fun. Here's another kind of overview of our majors, but to check out more, you just go to hofstra.edu/majors to check out a little bit more about your field. So here at Hofstra, the average amount of percentage for students who do internships is about 71%. And the students will complete at least 1 to 4. And because we are so close to the city, we have tons of resources. Our students are able to go to fun places like MSG, JP Morgan, Channel 4. So if you're really interested in going to the city for your internships, that's definitely something to think about. So for transfer students, you guys are, concerned about how much it's going to cost you to come to college, how many credits are going to come over, and how long it's going to take you to complete your degree. So students who have a GPA of a 3.0 to a 4.0 typically receive scholarships around $13,000 to $20,000 per year, and you're automatically considered for these scholarships. Obviously, we do encourage you to also fill out a FAFSA, and we will try to award as much credit as possible, and we do ask you to have at least a C- or higher for the credit to transfer. We will also work with you as well as an academic advisor to map out the best course of action for you regarding your degree and how fast your degree is going to take you. So that's something that we, really strive with our transfers. If you're curious about how to apply, you can either submit the Hofstra application or the Common App. We really don't have a preference. It's whatever you guys feel more comfortable with. We do ask that you also submit your college transcripts, whether it be official or unofficial. If you have less than 24 earned credits since graduating from high school, we ask that you submit either your final high school transcript or your test scores, whether it be your SATs or your ACTs. Additionally, we are offering a couple of different tour options. So if you want to take a virtual tour of campus, you can do so. It's given by an admissions counselor and also a student. We are also having people come to campus for in-person tours, so we're very excited about that. So if you're interested in doing so, just go to hofstra.edu/visit. And if you're ready to apply, just go to hofstra.edu/apply. If you have any questions for me along the way, here is my contact information and how I can be reached. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have California University of Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Becca. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Kaylee Gamutza, and I come to you on behalf of California University of Pennsylvania. I'm a transfer counselor for the university, so I'm the person that's actually evaluating your transfer credit and applying it towards your major of interest. All right, just to get things started here. All right, California University of Pennsylvania. Some students are like, where is that? We are a proud partner of Pennsylvania's state system of higher education, and we are located in California, PA. If you look at this map here, you can specifically see where we are located. We are about 3 hours east of Columbus. We are about 3 hours west of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 5 hours from Philadelphia, and 45 minutes south of Pittsburgh. Really, it's probably more like an hour. 45 minutes for me because I drive fast. All right, moving along here. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a background of who CalU is. It's very common around campus. You'll hear students say Cal who, and somebody across campus will respond CalU. Our enrollment, our total enrollment, I guess I should say, is about 6,800 students. We have 4,800 undergraduate and then 1,900 graduate students. And yes, that is my dog in the background. I apologize ahead of time. Just to give you a little bit of information as to what our population entails, you can see that listed here. I do want to note that this is for the 1920 semester years. And then just to kind of give you some ideas of some really popular majors for us, mechatronics, which is typically an engineering degree, criminal justice, education, veterinary technology. We have an associate's degree as well as a bachelor's degree, a range of different options under our business programs, everything from business to tourism to parks and rec, computer engineering, computer information systems, computer science. And that's just to name a few. We are Division II in terms of team sports, which I'm not really super familiar with, but I have lots of people on campus that can go into more detail if you have interest. So the nitty gritty of why we're here today is students want to know, how is CalU going to accept my credits? So what you see here is just a listing of the types of credit that we typically take in, everything from traditional 4-year, 2-year proprietary school credit down through CLEP, Dante's, AP, college and the high school, NOCTI, IB, ACE. That's just to name a few, PLA, joint service transcripts. Okay, and here's our transfer policies, why we do what we do. 30 of your last 60 credits have to be through CalU. What this means, if a program's 120 credits, 90 credits could potentially transfer in. It's a really great deal. In regards to associate degrees, 15 of your last 30. 50% of your major courses have to be with us, and that also includes any type of a minor or certificate. We do take D grades, but depending on what your major is and what accreditation body they might be under, that might change things up a little bit, whether or not that D grade can apply towards your major. And lastly, while your courses and credits transfer, your GPA does not. Some students like that, some students do not. So we do offer unofficial transfer credit evaluations. Feel free to screenshot this. That link right there will take you to a form. You fill out the form, upload your transcripts. It's super simple. We'll get that evaluation back to you in a timely fashion. I know I kind of went over some programs that we have that we offer at CalU, but here's a full listing of what we offer. This is face-to-face and also online programs. It's a big list. So I welcome you to go out onto our website, check out each program of interest. Any program that you're interested in, we can do an unofficial evaluation for you as a courtesy. Here is our tuition, and basically it's everything from a PA resident down through non-PA resident to international students. $21,000 per year. That includes your tuition fees, room and meals. If you decide you want to be a commuter, you're looking at more like $11,000. These are our scholarships. We have specific transfer scholarships, everything from a 2.5 to a 2.99. $1,000, 3.0 to 3.49, $2,000, 3.5 and above, $3,000. Really great deal. What you see here is a listing of our Greek life. There's also some screenshots there of our dorm life, 100 clubs and organizations. You are not going to be bored at CalU. We've got plenty for you to do. Our residence halls are extremely spacious, air conditioning, climate controlled. Like I said, very spacious, computer labs, laundry facilities. We welcome you to visit campus. We too are offering on-campus visits as well as virtual visits. There's also virtual tours. If interested in visiting us, please visit our website. What you see here is the link for the application. We're also on the Common App. Be sure that if you're applying, you're sending in official transcripts. As a thank you for joining us today, there's an application fee waiver here on the screen, CR-CAL-U. Any questions about transferring, I put the transfer specific email address there. My name is Kaylee Gamutza. Please feel free to reach out to us. And I think that's it.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Slippery Rock University.
Good afternoon and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Robert Lagnese. I'm the Director of Transfer Admissions and New Student Orientation at the university. And in the next couple of moments, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know practically about being a transfer or becoming a transfer at Slippery Rock University. Our official website is sru.edu/transfer. And that is the screen that you are looking at now. Slippery Rock University is located in Western Pennsylvania in a very quaint, very quiet, very safe community, about an hour north of Pittsburgh and an hour and a half south of Erie, Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes from the Ohio border. At Slippery Rock University, we are a one-stop centralized operation. And what that essentially means is we do everything to transition you from wherever you're coming from into Slippery Rock University. And that's something I affectionately and most recently have come to coin to be transfer made easy. So in our office, our transfer counselors not only review applications, we evaluate credits, review degree audits, and make substitutions so that you make the most of your transfer. We also award scholarships, and we do all the transitional orientation program for transfer students. So when you meet with us, we seal the deal. It's a one-stop experience for you. On this website, there's a couple of important points that I want to make sure that I address and identify for you. The top link on the left-hand side here is the outline and highlight and structural process for applying and ultimately enrolling and then matriculating to Slippery Rock University. I always tell transfer students timing is everything, as well as how we apply your transfer credits. We bring in traditionally about 900 transfer students, about 600 for fall and about 300 for the spring term. We are on a rolling admissions basis. So essentially, you can apply at any point in time for up to a year in advance of the term you wish to enter. We require at least a 2.0, generally speaking, for admission. Some majors have specific GPA requirements, at least 12 completed college credits. And we will look at developmental courses. They do not transfer, but they could be a part of that 12 credit maximum or a minimum for admission. So we are offering currently opportunities to visit. We are offering in-person walking tours of our campus and virtual appointments with our transfer counselors at your convenience during the workday, in the evenings, and on weekends, depending on when the counselors are available. I do believe it is important not just simply to ask for a credit evaluation, but also to meet with a transfer counselor to formally explain how we work with transfer credits. Because we are a centralized operation, we have total control over the liberal studies credits or general education credits and the major credits. So essentially we have flexibility with how we process your coursework toward degree completion in 3 areas: general education, which we're now referring to as ROC studies, your academic major, and the electives block. Our goal is that we do not waste credits. If you paid for them and complete them, we will use them in some way toward degree completion. That's the benefit of a centralized operation. If you'd like to consider a credit evaluation, you can certainly do so on our website. Within 7 to 10 days, we will evaluate your credits, send you a curriculum planner with our notes so that you know exactly how credits will transfer. We typically get the question, do my credits transfer? And because we're a centralized operation, the answer is always yes. But we also want you to ask how they will transfer so you can physically and formally and officially see how they will count toward your degree completion. We get about 50% of our students from the community college systems inside of Pennsylvania and from around the country. We have the most flexibility with credits coming from a community college. If you are at a community college in the state of Pennsylvania, we offer over 300 program-to-program agreements. That's essentially, you bring us the associate's degree, we bring you in at junior status, we use all the credits toward degree completion. We also have on this credit evaluation page for your reference, if you are not from a community college, and if you are from an institution anywhere in the country, you can simply look up the institution and take a look at how courses we've previously transferred from that institution. We only show here courses for which we've done an evaluation, but again, we accept unlimited number of credits into our curriculum, liberal studies or general education, the academic major, and the electives block. I'm going to go back a page here because I do want to point out one important detail here, and that's in the related links section here. We do offer transfer scholarships, both merit and need-based. We are currently still offering scholarships for the summer and fall 21 term. You would get $1,000 non-renewable if you come to us with at least a 3.0 or better GPA from any institution, provided you are full-time at that institution and will enroll full-time with us. If you meet FAFSA requirements based on EFC, you could get an additional $1,000 non-renewable. So a package for you could be a non-renewable $2,000 applied to the academic year 21-22. So again, I want to make sure that we itemize here for you the fact that we are flexible in how we evaluate credits. We are a one-stop operation. So when you meet with transfer admissions, you essentially have everything you need. Questions answered regarding your admission, credit evaluation, scholarships, and program or transitional experience. Should you have questions, you may email them to us at transferadmissions@sru.edu or visit us online at sru.edu/transfer. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Stevenson University.
Darius, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, everybody. My apologies. My name is Darius Morgan. I'm the Assistant Director for Transfer Admissions here at Stevenson University. I'm going to be giving you some information about Stevenson today. Stevenson University is located in Owings Mills, Maryland, approximately 20 minutes from Baltimore City. We have approximately 2,800 students. One of the unique things about Stevenson University is that 100% of all of our majors require an internship component. So we really believe in you having real world experience before you actually dive into your field. And so one of the things that you will be able to do is experience an internship while you are in your program. Some of the most popular majors at our school are nursing, business administration, and we recently got a biomedical engineering program. We also have cybersecurity, which is new to Stevenson University, as well as our legal studies program. I like to talk about our legal studies program just for a moment. Our legal studies program is very unique in that we give a 3+3 option. What that option is in your third year, while you're at Stevenson in your junior year, you can apply to take the LSAT. If you successfully pass the LSAT and apply to University of Baltimore and you are accepted there, you will spend that fourth year, which would technically be at Stevenson, at University of Baltimore. So that would count as we would basically say those credits that you've earned in your first year of law school would be the classes that you would have learned at Stevenson. So we have a partnership with University of Baltimore as well. Just to talk about our in-classroom experience a little bit, our student to faculty ratio is about 15:1, and the average class size is approximately 17 students. If you are a Maryland resident, we do have articulation agreements with all community colleges. And so essentially, if you graduate from a Maryland community college, you are guaranteed acceptance into Stevenson University, okay? Another great thing about that is that all of our transfer scholarships, even international students, are eligible for scholarships. We have merit-based scholarships, and you can view those at stevenson.edu/scholarships. And again, international students are eligible for those awards as well. We accept up to 70 credits from a community college and up to 90 credits from a four-year institution. And so the main thing that you all would need to do is just to make sure that when you go online and you are filling out that application, be a Common App or our institutional application, which can be found at stevenson.edu and /apply. If you clicked on those links, you can apply via the Common App or use our institutional application. You can feel free to make sure that you send over all your transcripts so that you are evaluated. The unique thing about Stevenson is that once you apply, you're automatically considered for scholarships. So you don't have to worry about applying separately to any scholarships here at the university. And then another thing that I wanted to mention to you all, just about campus life in general, there's a plethora of clubs. One of the things that we have at Stevenson is the Ravens Flock. So the Ravens practice facility is approximately 10 minutes up the road from us. And so oftentimes students who are in the Ravens Flock, which is through our School of Business, they're able to do internships with the Ravens. So Ravens use Stevenson University as a pilot program in which students can intern within the Ravens offices, and they're oftentimes invited down to the stadium to do ticket sales, and they're sometimes able to go to the VIP booth just to see what business operations look like at the Ravens facility. If you all have any further questions, you can feel free to email me directly. My email is D@David Morgan @stevenson.edu, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have the University of Alabama.
Hello to everyone. My name is Chris Paul. I'm going to share my screen momentarily. I am the regional admissions recruiter for Eastern Pennsylvania. I work with both incoming freshmen students and also with transfer students. So if you do have any transfer questions, please think of me first. I work specifically for the University of Alabama, which is a campus located in Tuscaloosa. I always make that distinction because there are two other campuses, one in Birmingham and one in Huntsville. But for the admissions process, we do not share admissions information. So if you are planning on applying to Tuscaloosa, just make sure that you are applying with the right application. Tuscaloosa is a small to medium-sized city. The population is a little over 200,000 people. It really is an quintessential college town, college city. Because of the unique relationship with the university, it really has become an extension of the campus. It's a really great platform for entertainment, cultural activities, nightlife. If you'd like to do outdoor activities, the Black Warrior River runs through Tuscaloosa, and that's a really nice resource for students. The river does run along the north end of our campus as well. The big reason I mentioned Tuscaloosa is specifically for transfer and upper class housing. The majority of our students will actually opt to live off campus in Tuscaloosa. We do have limited transfer housing available on campus, but most students want to live off campus because there is a lot of value. The average one-bedroom apartment is anywhere from $500 to $800. Living in the Northeast, that definitely blows my mind every time I say that. There are also off-campus housing resources to help you find housing, and there are roommate finding services as well. So if you are coming to Tuscaloosa for the first time and don't know anyone, we will be able to help you with that process. For enrollment, we're a little over 38,000 total, and our undergraduate enrollment is a little under 33,000. With that, approximately 55% of our students come from out of state. We have all 50 states represented on campus, and we also have 76 countries represented internationally. It is a diverse campus, and I think with students coming from all over the country and all over the world, it really does create a dynamic atmosphere. For academics, we have 70 undergraduate degrees. And then when you include the minors and concentrations, you're looking at about 200 degree possibilities. We are an R1 research university. That means we have the highest research activity level on a collegiate campus, including undergraduate research opportunities. Those are really great opportunities to work with faculty as research assistants, potentially in paid positions. It really helps students, even if you're not planning on going into a research field, to help you with professional development and graduate school applications. We are a Division I athletic university. Sports are definitely a big part of the culture at the University of Alabama. If you want to play sports, but not at Division I level, we do have club sports, which are formal teams that will practice and still compete against other universities. We also do have intramural programs. A lot of our faculty also participate in intramurals, and I think that's really cool because it gives students an opportunity to form friendships with their faculty outside of the classroom. If you're interested in Greek life, we are the largest undergraduate population for Greek life in the country. With that, it is only 30% of our students participating, so you don't have to do Greek life to come to the University of Alabama. 70% of our students are not participating. Beyond that, we have close to 700 student organizations on campus, all different types. If you're looking for equity and diversity organizations, we have 70. We also have opportunities for you to start your own clubs. With our students living off campus, it is still a very active campus. After first year, students will stay engaged on campus. And I think because so many students are off campus in Tuscaloosa, there really is a nice flow. And like I said before, it really has become an extension of the campus. These are some of our more notable alumni, or as we call them, our legends. One of the unique things about the University of Alabama is all of our graduates will receive lifetime access to career services after graduation. I think this is an important distinction. Once you graduate, if you're ever changing jobs, if you're ever looking for new opportunities, you're always going to be able to rely on the university to help you with that process. For internship opportunities, we are the #2 university in the country, according to Princeton Review, and we are also the #1 SEC conference university for internship opportunities. For transfer scholarships, we do have scholarships available. That would be for fall admissions only. So coming up fall 2022. Also for 2022 admissions, our application will be test optional. If you have less than 24 credit hours, you will need to have your official high school transcript, final transcript submitted along with your official college transcript. If you have over 24 credit hours when you transfer, then you will just need to submit your college transcript. Our registrar's office handles all credit evaluation. So once you're accepted, you would have your official transcript submitted to them for evaluation. This is all my information. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. And as we say in Tuscaloosa, roll tide.
Thank you. All right,
Thank
if
you.
all of the representatives would come back on the screen for just a moment, we're gonna round out this wonderful presentation with a little bit of Q&A. So we are going to start with Hofstra University. If you'd like to share an interesting or fun fact about your school.
Sure. Hofstra is a nationally recognized arboretum. So there are plenty of trees, plenty of plants. We have a fun little part of campus that we like to call Narnia. When it, snows, it looks just like Narnia, but it wasn't filmed there, but it looks like it. So
Is there Turkish delight?
No. No, but we do have a monkey puzzle tree where there's a bunch of spikes and, students can touch it. So.
Love that. Very cool. California University of Pennsylvania.
So I think the coolest thing that I could think of is that we're the Vulcans. So we're the California University Vulcans. And then in the middle of campus, where we also have an arboretum, but probably not to that extent, there is a statue of a Vulcan. And it has been tradition that during finals week, students will go up and rub the hammer of the Vulcan for good luck. And they claim that students who are like, I'm never going to pass this test, will rub that hammer and they miraculously pass the test. So if you ever need any really good luck, come down to Cal U and come see our Vulcan and rub the hammer.
Love it. Slippery Rock University.
Yes, so Slippery Rock University is in fact a real place. And we gained our name connected to the first US president, George Washington. So he was on a military expedition through Pennsylvania, going up north to Fort LaBeouf near Erie, Pennsylvania. And as he was crossing the rivers, he noted on his map slippery rocks so that his troops behind him who were on horses would obviously know to take another route so the horses wouldn't slip on the rocks and fall and injure the soldiers. So we have a connection to the first US president.
Love that. Stevenson University.
All right, I get to brag a little bit because I know that every student cares about housing and where they're going to live. So according to US News and World Report, we were rated number 8 in the entire country for best dorms. So definitely come check me out and you'll be able to go on a nice tour of our campus on a golf cart, presidential style.
Awesome. The University of Alabama.
So our football team was originally named the Thin Red Line or the Crimson White. And back in 1907, we played a rainy day game in Birmingham against Auburn. And the uniforms were dyed red because of the mud and also because of our able to come from behind it and win the game. A local sports journalist named us we came in like a Crimson Tide. And since that day, we've been known as the Crimson Tide. I also did want to just mention that our campus is open for tours. We're open Monday through Friday for campus tours, and I can also help schedule an in-depth visit. So if you want to do an information session or an academic facility tour, please reach out to me as well, and I can help you with that process.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, that is the end of this session. Thank you so much for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for more. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all other session recordings at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. A special thanks to all of our panelists tonight for presenting, and thank you to all the participants watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night and take care.